Greetings again. It's a happy day after United wins. How are you? This green is a happy color, and that's why I've come to uplift you with some joy because, guys, there are players who have put in the hard yards, but we never appreciate them. And here I am to give you my list of my top 5 most hardworking yet unappreciated players at Manchester United and how much they earn, if that matters, compared to their lazy compatriots. Welcome to the hot spot. I'll tell you, number 1, you might want to stick around for it. Number 5, I'll start off with a man who we have called all forms of names because of a few howlers. We waited for him to come and replace David De Gea, and we are all excited about Andre Onana. People thought maybe because of the excitement we had of him, he doesn't make mistakes. But guys, Andre Onana is one of our most hardworking players ever since he joined Manchester United. He has saved us more times than he has cost us. Yes, he has made several saves. This guy has been falling and diving, getting every ball, yet guys have been getting at him so easily because of how poor we've been defending. Poor defenses, poor midfielders. Up to now, it's a problem. So the guy is too exposed, but still, he saves us. Trust me, another goalkeeper could have swallowed about 100 goals already in Onana's position. So, but he's always working and involved in everything we do. He starts play, he's on the right, on the left, passing the ball in the middle, making saves, kicking in. He's involved. He's so involved in everything we do and build as a team. You even saw in that game against Chelsea how he contributed the second goal. He's so important and so hardworking, but we don't appreciate him enough. So my number 5 most hardworking, though unappreciated player is Andre Onana, the goalkeeper. Number 4. Now, this one is another guy I feel deserves a lot more. And okay, I told you I'll tell you the money they earn as well. So Andre Onana earns just under £120,000 per week. Yeah, that's his best salary or wage at Manchester United. Just under £120,000 per week. Compare that to all the other players and what they earn. Our lazy buddies, go back to that video if you don't know how much the lazy bodies earn or who they are. So, is that worth it? Is it enough for him? You can tell me. Number 4, Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot is an unsung general. First of all, whenever I think about Diogo Dalot, I remember Cristiano Ronaldo and that infamous interview with Piers Morgan and the things he said about the players, but he singled out two names he mentioned in that interview, Diogo Dalot and Lisandro Martinez, as the 2 players who have got the attitude to be good professionals. But he emphasized a lot on Diogo Dalot. His discipline, his work rate, and we are seeing the improvement in Diogo Dalot. He has consistently been coming in and playing the proper able deputy in left back, in right back. He used to have a poor cross. These days you can see that each day his final cross is improving. And that is why he's benching Wan-Bissaka. By the way, Wan-Bissaka will have trouble beating Diogo Dalot for that right back position. He'll have trouble because Diogo Dalot has improved. He's a hard worker. He works hard every time he's on the pitch. Yes, he will make a few errors because he's a young developing player. He's not world class yet, but he can become world class because we see the consistent improvement, and that is all because of his hard work. He's been decent on the left, saved us a couple of times, and on the right, where he came and played the able deputy when Wan-Bissaka was off for a long time. Diogo Dalot was holding us together, unappreciated yet hardworking. How much does he earn? Just about £60,000 per week. That's about his wage. So you can imagine. So number 3, okay, from Diogo Dalot, who is my number 4 on my list. Actually, Dalot's wage is 85k. I was just verifying it here. It's 85k per week. Peanuts for a United player. Number 3, most unappreciated yet hardworking player. And this one, I think many of you will agree, has consistently been hardworking, though ineffective. But in terms of putting in the yards, Anthony Dos Santos has been up there. Even when we were all calling for him to be on the bench, he was still working hard, but just not giving us, results with his, what we expect of him, making assists or probably scoring goals. He had become predictable, but he was always tracking back, and that's low-key why I think Erik ten Hag kept putting him there, because he has always showed he has the heart to work hard and improve and and run, and he was just not doing good things with the ball. He's just beginning to look like an exciting player. I thought against Chelsea he was so exciting. He was happy. He was enjoying himself, and he's certainly a talented player. He's Brazilian. He's not in the Brazil national team by mistake. So he's a hard worker. He's not a lazy body, and his hard work is beginning to pay off. So, and that's why he's benching Buster Boy, Marcus Rashford right now. Lazy team. Let's not mention names in the lazy team. How much does he earn? £250,000. Yeah, £200,000 per week. Yeah, that's what Anthony is earning right now. That's his wage. Before it wasn't worth it, but if he continues playing the way he played against Galatasaray and against Chelsea, then no issues. Anthony can earn his money. Which number was that? I was at number 3. Let's go. Number 2. Now here is where it gets tight and intense. And guys, I know some of you call me out for leaving out some names of your favorite players. You Man U fans can be sentimental. You cannot be sentimental. Or you just miss a name in the list and people want to call for your head. But it's my list. Make yours. Share yours in the comment section. Who are your most hardworking players at United that need to be given their flowers? It's Christmas and giving month. So let's give them their flowers, because Jan is going to be hot. We'll forget about this. Number 2 for me is Harry Maguire. A round of applause for Harry. Round of applause. Yes, clap for Harry. Wherever you clap for Harry Maguire. Clap for him. Clap for him. You're not clapping. Clap for him. Harry Maguire was the laughing stock of town in football, in the Premier League, in pre-season, everywhere. Maguire was the laughing stock in football, in sport, in global sport. The name Maguire, I'm sure no single parent who had a child at that time, however much they loved Man United, could have named their kid Maguire. In the last summer, Maguire, everyone was saying Maguire out, Maguire out, as if it's the worst thing that has happened to football. Maguire was scapegoated, and man, I also said some stuff about him, to be honest, and yeah, but this is to push him. It was to push him to give us the performances he's giving us, because we know how good he is. But anyhow, so Harry Maguire is another hard-working player who put in the hard years, put in the money, hired Ricardo Carvalho, to help him during preseason, so that he comes back fit and gets his levels back up. He performs and competes for his place at Man United. He was humiliated and stripped of captaincy. He stayed humble, but kept working hard to improve. And finally, he has earned his place back in the team. He is the Premier League Player of the Month. Guys, can you believe it? Harry Maguire is the Premier League Player of the Month of November. Guys, respect Maguire. Hard worker. In that defense, is putting there his body, heading balls, blocking balls. He's assisting with his head up front. He's fighting. He's a fighter. He's an organizer in the back. He's a leader, by the way. Sometimes it takes leadership when Bruno Fernandes is, forgets that he's a captain. Anyway, Maguire earns about 200k, about £190,000 per week. Before, we felt he didn't deserve. When he had just arrived, he certainly deserved it. Captain, then he fell off. Then everyone's saying he's earning too much money to do nothing. Let him go. He was fifth priority of a centre back. Now he's back. Proper world class. He's showing us he is a proper world class defender. Not by mistake that Ole spent all that money on him. So Maguire is my number 2. And of course, number 1. Number 1. By the way, before I go into number 1, just a bonus, honorary mention to the manager, Erik ten Hag. The coaches never get enough credit. We'll talk about hard work of players, but I can't make a list of the coaches because there's only one manager anyway. So, honorary mention to Erik ten Hag. I think he's so hardworking. This man has been doing his job, that of John Mata, Richard Arnold. I don't know the Man U has got a communications department. If they have, I don't know what they do. He has taken the job of the Glazers. He's now taking the job of Sir Jim Ratcliffe. This man has been in charge of everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly at Manchester United. He's the face of the club. He calls the shots. He's in charge. That's hard work. Yet on the pitch as well, he has got to deal with lazy buddies like Marcus Rashford, who are overrated, earning crazy money. He has got to deal with a Jadon Sancho, who does not listen, a baby, but he has got to tame him and get him playing. He refuses, says, what do I do? Banish him out of the squad. But he's also feeling guilty because some kid is earning 350,000 quid for doing nothing. manager Erik ten Hag. He's the same guy who has got to deal with these players who act like babies, who don't want to run. They are lazy. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to be cautioned. They are all moody, and some bunch of experienced players who think they are way too good. They are better than him. Man, imagine the work Erik ten Hag has got to do every day to put that place called Manchester, that was almost becoming rotten under the watch of the Glazers. No structure, no what. That guy should be knighted after putting Man United together. Guys, let's call him out for the wrong decisions he makes, but let's give him some credit. Let's give some respect to this Dutchman, Erik ten Hag. So another mention to him. But my number one most hardworking player and consistently is none other than the captain, Bruno Fernandes. Yes, okay. Do I need to explain? Bruno has been running and tracking, playing wide, playing deep, playing where he has been taking penalties, free kicks, shooting from goal. He has been called out for because he's the kind of player who will try, making many risky attempts to shoot on goal until he finally gets a goal. He has been Bruno Fernandes, and by the way, he has been doing this for club and country. I think in the last year, remember, he's a professional player who played the most minutes in football in the top five leagues in the world. This guy has been working hard consistently. By the way, since Bruno Fernandes joined Manchester United, he has been the one consistently hard-working player we've had. That's why he earned the captain's armband. You can hate him all you want, you can call him out, but Bruno Fernandes has consistently been hard-working, at times unappreciated, but let's give him his flowers. Captain Bruno, respect, my man. Respect. Who is missing in the list? Let me know what you think. Hotspot, subscribe. My name is Web.